We are with Radio Television Artesia. We're a local station. We're right here, as a matter of fact, in this building. So can I get your name, sir?
Yes, sir. So, Adrian Dominguez.
And Adrian, you are with the Sheriff's Department?
Yes, sir. I'm a sergeant with the LA County Sheriff's Department Mounted Enforcement Unit.
And what do you do, as far as the horses, or where do you go? Is it local as far as the cities, or is it mountains, or, in other words, just give us a little rundown where, the things that you do with horse.
Sure. So our bureau, our Mounted Enforcement Unit, we're under Community Partnerships Bureau. So our primary function is patrol work. So everything that the deputies do in radio cars, we just do on horseback. We cover everything from all the LA County parks, the county trails, community events such as the Artesia Safety Expo, career days for schools, and everything in between.
Is it, I have to ask, because I really don't know, when the police are called to an event, whether disturbance or what have you, and you have a lot of people, do people have a little more, I don't know, a little more thing of being afraid of when they see a police officer on a horse, because it is a big animal?
So I don't think it's a fear factor for people. It's more of actually a calming agent. We've been in situations during civil unrest or, out there for protesters and whatnot. And as soon as the horses arrive, believe it or not, instead of people feeling intimidated, they actually feel calm and they want to get closer to the horse and pet them. And they kind of forget why they're there in the first place, and they kind of direct their attention to the horses. It's actually pretty cool to see. So, how the horses can calm a situation instead of creating more havoc with it.
And when that happens, how many usually police officers on horseback go to these events, or as far as disturbance or what have you?
So our unit is composed of 5 full-time mounted members. So there's always 5 horses out in the field at some event. But for certain events, whether it be parades, civil unrest issues like that, we can put together a team of about 15 to 20 horses.
And one other question that I have for you. When today is, we have a lot of places where, people are eager to protest or whatever. As we have the latest one, especially with the university's graduation and all that other stuff, that it's being down to the past because the schools are over. How do you feel that, when you approach, a disturbance or maybe in an event like this, where you go in, how are you well received? Are you received as, as somebody, friendly, or, are police officers still intimidated because sometimes of the way the crowd reacts to when they see police officers?
Sure, yeah, I've never felt threatened when I come to, instances as events as such, or even protests. I've never had any bad experience. I've always felt safe and welcome to these community events. As far as civil unrest, well, those people, everybody has their own agenda for what they're there for. All we're there for is just to kind of maintain order and keep the peace. But again, having the horses there, it's a different atmosphere when people come up and they kind of forget about what their cause is and why they're there in the first place, and they just want to be around the horses. They start to ask questions, want to know their names, pet them. And again, I feel at ease when I'm on horseback because everybody's welcome and they want to come up and participate and ask questions and just hang out with us. It's pretty cool.
Cool. Just a couple of other questions. Just being a police officer and having a horse, it's not that, you come in, you work 8 hours or 10 hours, you get on a horse and that's it. You have to do something with the horse, isn't it? In other words, so the horse can get to know you get to know the horse, etc.
Correct. That is totally correct. So these horses on the department are personally owned horses. So he's my personal horse that I'm fortunate enough to ride on the department. But yes, out of a 10-hour day, our days, probably 15, 16 hours, because we have to get there a couple hours early, make sure the horse is fed, maybe a little light exercise, prep him, clean him, bathe him, to bring him to events for people to enjoy him, and then take him back home, take all the stuff off, bathe him, feed him, and groom him. So our days, even though, we might be at an event for 8 to 10 hours, it's probably, a 16, 18-hour day for us. But it's our operation. we're always caring for our horses. So even on our days off, we got to come out and exercise them and walk them and feed them and groom them and everything that goes with it.
All I could say is I'm very proud to see you over here to this event, and to explain a little bit of thing to us over here in Artesia. All I could wish you is continue doing the excellent job that you guys do.
We appreciate that.
And God bless you for everything that you do to keep us safe.
Thank you very much. It's an honor to be here. It's I think our 4th year with the Artesia Safety Expo. We're fortunate and happy to get called back every year. So yeah, thanks for everything. Those kind words, they mean a lot.
Thank you. We happen to be over here in the fire department now. We're going around, and I happen to see here a captain. Captain, can you introduce yourself to us?
Sure. My name is Brent Glonchak. I'm a captain with the Los Angeles County Fire Department.
Are you over here locally, or?
I am. We're assigned to Station 30, which is right around the corner here, and we cover the cities of Artesia and Cerritos.
This event, can you tell us a little bit about the event that you folks do to the people over here, whether it's us over here in Artesia or in some other places?
Okay, so what the city has asked us to do is come out and do a quick demonstration of some of the equipment that we have and some of the things that we do for the community. So we're doing kind of two things here today. First, we got a vehicle that we are simulating like a traffic collision, where we would come in with the jaws of life and some of our other heavy equipment, and we would cut that vehicle apart in order to be able to get to a patient who might be stuck and trapped inside that vehicle. So you can see the vehicle over here. It's finished now, but we went ahead and used our tools that we have that we train with to cut that vehicle apart and basically gain access to a patient so that we could get them out safely and get them transported to a hospital.
On an everyday basis, how often do you have to do this? Is it once a day, or maybe 5-10 times a day?
It's not necessarily every day, but it is frequent. We do have some freeway areas within our district that we cover, and so we do see a lot of traffic collisions on the freeway. But basically, the fire service is available 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, and so we can get called out multiple times in one day for the same thing, or it might be a few days before we have an instance like this.
Tell me, Captain, is being a fireman? I'm sure that it is. Not hopefully a dumb question, but is it a very stressful job for you to be in the front line to the people, to save people?
Sure, it can be. We are provided with a certain amount of training and expertise that we're given to be able to function and use the equipment and the tools that we have, as well as that's why we function together as a team. And so we operate on teams on these apparatus. And so you'll see us always together, whether we're at the supermarket shopping for dinner or whether we're out in the community doing inspections and other things, we're always together and we function as a team. So it can be stressful, but at the same time, that's where the job that we have to do and to perform kind of kicks in and takes over, and we basically perform the tasks that are needed at the moment, and then we sometimes will have to debrief afterwards for those stressful instances.
Well, I know that you keep on hearing it every day, but we have to let you folks know, as being first responders, that you're very, very appreciative by the people, by the community, in America, period, for the things that you do and to keep us safe.
Oh, it's our pleasure. We're here to serve the public, and that's why we do this. All of us got into this profession because we care about people and we want to help people, and so it's our pleasure to be able to serve the community that we're a part of.
Captain, thank you so very much for talking to us. God bless you and all your colleagues, and like I say, stay safe always.
Thank you very much. We appreciate the time.
Okay, we continue being over here with us, with the first responders. In this case, we have the Sheriff's Department. We have a gentleman here in Artesia that's been here, and we have the captain of the Sheriff's Department in Lakewood. So I'm going to start off, excuse me, Captain, I'm going to start off over here with Senor Ramos. Mr. Ramos, how long have you been over here as Sheriff in Artesia again?
Thank you for the opportunity to talk over here. Yes, I've been here for 14 years. I was, as a deputy here, I spent 11 years, and I've been a sergeant for 2.5 years.
And how do you like being somebody as far as in this case, a sergeant in the city of Artesia, taking care of the community, making sure that everything goes okay, that everybody's is safe, and what have you?
Well, thank you for asking that question. When I became a police officer, obviously I wanted to help the community. And when I ended up over here in Artesia, I saw the true value of a community. Everybody knows everybody in this city, and I fell in love with the community. And that's why I'm here 14 years later, still serving the residents of this great community.
There's a very big Portuguese community here in Artesia. Now, do I have to ask you, have you gone to the activities that the Portuguese put out?
Of course. I've gone to several events at the Portuguese Hall. I've been to Fiesta de Vola, I've been to Our Lady of Fatima, and several different events throughout the year that, the community put out together.
Is it fun to work in this city you have not only the Portuguese, we had quite a few people from other walks of life that speak other languages, but how do you see yourself as a member of this community?
Of course, I love this community, and we have a diversity. We not only the Portuguese community, but we have it's the Hispanic community who speaks Spanish. We have the Indian community who are here, representing not only from Punjabi, Gujaratis, from all over India. They're here, and it's a great honor to work with them and serve them.
Today you received, and I'll be talking to you right after this with you, Captain. Today you received something in honor of your job, the things that you do. How do you feel, to be named and to receive this award?
I feel very humble and honored to receive this honor, but it's just every day that we come and serve this community. It's a great honor to be here.
Well, congratulations, and let me talk to you now a little bit with the captain. Captain, your name again, sir?
Daniel Holguin
And that you are stationed.
at the Lakewood Station, oversees the city of Artesia.
How long have you been captain, sir?
I've been,
Sorry, captain. Yes.
yes, captain. I've been captain for the last 2 years.
And how do you like your job as being captain, being somebody a little higher?
I enjoyed it a lot. And what makes it most enjoyable is coming back to the city. I did my patrol time as a young deputy, working for the city of Artesia and the other 4 cities. You can't express how much gratitude I have for coming back home.
You actually answered one of my questions that I was going to ask you, but can you name the other 4 communities that you happen to be involved with?
Yes, absolutely. Lakewood Station serves 5 different cities: Artesia, Bellflower, Paramount, Lakewood, and Hawaiian Gardens. We also small 3 unincorporated areas of Long Beach, Cerritos, and Lakewood. And
tell me, is it hard to? I'm not going to say is it hard to still oversee these cities, but is the communities that you serve pretty easygoing, or there's something that every captain has to check to make sure that you guys are safe, that there's the crime is down and all that other things. Can you just elaborate a little bit to us?
Absolutely. Well, we're blessed to work with the 5 cities we work for. First of all, city council, the city manager, all the city leaders, they're very supportive of our sheriff department. Then you bring in the community aspect of it. Again, we're seeing so much support, so much positive support that our deputies get, in which it turns into high morale at the station. So once you have high morale, you have a deputy that loves to come to work because he knows he's appreciated. You're going to see that in the field. You're going to see that regarding the response times, the community engagement he has with the community or she has with the community, and you're going to see that in reduction of crime because we build a strong relationship with the community and the police department or the sheriff department.
Is there I'm not going to say a lot, hopefully not a lot, but is there crime in these 5 communities that you folks have to to be a little bit more on hand and to make sure that the public is safe?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, within all Southern California, you see the top crime right now is going to be vehicle thefts. With the city support, their resources they're providing, we are attacking that head on. Whether it be the Kias, Hyundai that are constantly stolen, we are in partnership with the manufacturers to upgrade the software. Also, the city is going to implement the new license plate reader cameras, and we've seen in other cities how successful they are. We make arrests almost on every other day, arrest of a stolen vehicle and arrest of the suspect. So we are waiting for that community's support. We are welcoming that support for them.
Other than what you just said, that things are coming out in the future, is there something you could tell for our audience? If there's something that we can do as far as the community to avoid being being part of the theft organization or rings that are going on?
Right. I mean, if we're specifically talking about the auto thefts, always lock your cars. Always park them in a lighted area. And right now, the number 1 cars right now are being stolen are Hyundai and Kias. And the manufacturer has software to eliminate the problem. So if you schedule your service appointment, it's free of charge to go inside the dealership. They'll install that program. That'll help alleviate at least 40% of our vehicle thefts.
And I do have to ask you this, Captain. Being a police officer, being part of the first responders, we here in America, we're very fortunate to have such wonderful people like yourself and Sergeant Gomez and of course your staff and what have you. But is it a stressful job that you could say, my gosh, when you go home and you say, boy, I wish that today didn't happen?
Absolutely. I mean, as you've seen the news lately, there's a lot of stress. We've seen a lot of suicides in law enforcement in general. And that is due to the stress of the workload, the hours they work, the less time with their family. We take that into consideration. We have outlets to help us out with that. With the department, Sheriff Department does have our Psychological Service Bureau. But one thing that really just makes a day brighter is the support we get. And we see it if you follow us on Facebook and on Instagram, our Lakewood Sheriff Station. You'll see the community support once we show what the community engagement that we do provide, or whether we make an arrest. You'll see that support that in comments that our deputies watch that all the time. And it totally makes them say, I'm out here for a reason, and it's more sincere, and they love to do that.
Well, in that case, Captain, all I could say is continuing on keeping us safe. Congratulations on being, somebody in the community, and anything I, that could say is thank you for your dedicated work, you and your colleagues, because without you folks, we would probably be in trouble.
Thank you very much for your support.
My name is Tony Lima, Mayor of the City of Artesia, and I would like to welcome everyone to this 2024 Public Safety Expo and the City of Artesia's 65th anniversary party. I hope that you all are enjoying interacting with the first responder, checking the many booths with a diversity of staff here for us to see. This year, the Public Safety Expo is extra special because it is the celebration of the City of Artesia Incorporation, May 29, 1959. The city has come a long way in the last 65 years. From a humble beginning as a dairy farm to a diverse city of business and residents with which people call it their home. The city works with Sheriff's Department and the Fire Department to recognize the Sheriff's deputy and firefighters that has provided extraordinary service to the City of Artesia and to our community each day for their extraordinary duties. Please join me in welcoming Captain Hogan from the Sheriff's Station, Lakewood Station, to announce the 2024 recipient of the year.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Before I name the recipient of the year, I do want to thank everyone for attending the city's of Artesia's Safety Expo. I want everyone to reach out to any of the deputies, any of our first responders to find out exactly what we do. As you know, I am the captain of Lakewood Station. We proudly serve 5 cities, and one of them is the city of Artesia, Bellflower, Paramount, Lakewood, and Hawaiian Gardens. But this Artesia is going to be our best city here. Yes. Yes. I want to thank the city for always being supportive, for the Sheriff Department, providing this platform where we can interact with the public, creating strong relationships with the public we serve. I also want to extend our deepest gratitude to the residents that support us, that come out to the events, learn about exactly what we do when it comes to either responding to calls, investigating reports, investigating traffic reports, or just interacting with the community. This is what our deputies do on a daily basis, and this is what we love to do. So thank you, city, thank you, residents, for always being supportive. So our deputy of the year is, we all know him. He is Sergeant Eloy Ramos. Please step on up. Come on up, Eloy. I want to give you a little bit about Eloy. Eloy was hired by the Sheriff Department in 2005. After his 6 months academy, he began his career in the county jails. He worked in jails for 5 years and then transferred to Lakewood Station in 2010. Upon his completion of patrol training, he was assigned to the city of Artesia. He worked patrol for 3 years. He handled a variety of calls, from including babies not breathing, domestic violence calls, report theft calls, and he was also involved in gang intervention. In 2013, he was selected to be part of our special assignment team, which is our Artesia Special Assignment Team. He's been involved in several community outreach programs.
and events, including Coffee with the Cops, Station Haunted Jails, and community runs. The knowledge he gained working with the city of Artesia, he has developed strong relationships with the community. He was promoted to sergeant in 2021. Eloy was selected to the Special Assignment Team Sergeant in the city of Artesia, and he hopes to be here for many years to serve the residents of Artesia. He has the highest level of integrity, courage and professionalism, respect, accountability, and compassion, and he enjoys working for the city for these past 14 years. Again, we want to thank Eloy Ramos for his dedication to the city of Artesia.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, city council members, mayor, my team, the volunteers. Without you guys, I wouldn't be here. Thank you very much. It's an honor to be the sergeant for Artesia. Thank you very much.
Battalion Chief Jessica Post.
Thank you, Mayor, council members. Thank you very much for having me here, or us here, the LA County Fire Department. I'm going to talk about our fire department a little bit before I talk about our firefighter of the year. I am very biased to our fire department because it's pretty awesome, as you guys saw, right? I mean, what we get to do for a living is it's pretty amazing. Nothing to take away from you guys, I swear. All right, so I'm going to give you some stats about our fire department. What serves this city here, right? You think you just have Fire Station 30, an engine, a squad, a truck, a battalion chief. You have way more than that. 4,900 people work for LA County Fire Department. And how that's broken down is chief officers, captains, firefighter specialists. That's who drives the fire truck. Best spot in the house right there. Paramedics, firefighters, fire suppression aides, pilots. Holy cow, we have helicopters even in LA County Fire Department. Lifeguards, dispatchers, hazmat specialists. Those are 4,900 folks that work for our department. 22 battalions. So this battalion here, just I'll give you guys a little bit of knowledge that will go nowhere in life. But for you, we are in Battalion 9 right now, which houses Fire Station 30. There are 22 battalions in all of LA County, and anywhere between 7 and 9 stations per battalion, which makes up 175 fire stations. 228 fire engines and 35 truck companies. Paramedic units, I'm sure you guys have seen our little paramedic truck running around. We have 113 of those. So our department is pretty vast. We offer a lot of programs for folks in the community, such as the Ready, Set, Go program, CERT training, Sirens of Silence, Sidewalk CPR, the Explorer program for our youth, junior lifeguards. We have a girls' fire camp that's actually happening today up at East County Training Center, and women's lifeguard prep academies. It's a lot of information I just threw at you guys, huh? All right, I'm gonna have both captains come up here and help me out. So, our firefighter of the year, who we nominated as a battalion, as a station, she could not make it here today. Oh no. I know. Oh, no. So, her name is Heidi Hoslett. She's a firefighter at Fire Station 30. And these two fine folks are gonna accept the award on her behalf. So she is very sorry she couldn't be here today, but had a scheduling conflict. But I can talk about her when she's not here. Talk about how great she actually is. So, all right, in 2018, a family friend suggested that firefighter Hoslett attend the LA County Fire Department's Women Prep Academy. That's one of those community services that we give for our youth. It's a 6-week program that teaches participants how to work properly, work out, and participate in hands-on skills with tools, equipment. It's actually a pretty great program to get our youth into, just gives them the basics of basic knowledge of what we do on a daily basis. At the end of the 6 weeks, they walk away with a better sense of the fundamental responsibilities of what it means to be a firefighter and what it takes to join this noble profession with the LA County Fire Department. So she graduated our academy. She was hired by LA County Fire Department and graduated in June of 2001 in class 161. After graduating, she was assigned to Fire Station 27 in the City of Commerce. And then she came over here to the City of Artesia in December of 2021, and she has been here ever since. I think you guys are doing something right. She's staying here, which is great. Firefighter Hoslet, she goes above and beyond her operational duties, meaning she does more than just come to work every day and run calls. She commits herself to teaching at the Women's Prep Academy. She is giving back to those that gave so much to her. Her specialty is teaching students how to throw a 2-person 24-foot ladder, a 1-person 24-foot ladder, and all the exercises that you guys saw here, the how to use a fire extinguisher and a hose line, auto extrication. While at work, she really enjoys working on the Quint. Well, who doesn't? Who wouldn't want to drive the back of the Quint, right? So the Quint is the truck, the ladder truck. So there's 2 drivers. The engineer drives the front, and Heidi Hoslet, she drives the back. Her favorite tools to use are the Genesis tools. So the Genesis tools you guys got to see during our vehicle extrication, they're battery operated and super quiet now. We can actually talk to each other on a call. It's pretty great. She has given several fire station tours, happily answering questions from young children, so that's why she's really bummed to not be here today with you folks. On a personal note, and this is absolutely nuts to me, she completed in the Los Angeles Marathon. And she completed it in 3 hours and 46 minutes, right? She has a bachelor's degree in kinesiology and loves spending time with her family, playing in the great outdoors, camping, hiking, and running. So this is for firefighter Heidi Hoslet. Congratulations.
Mr. Mayor, today is a very good opportunity for you to come over here and have all these people represent the community. How do you feel about what you see here? The people who support you as a mayor.
I think there is a great deal of support from the people of Artesia in general. The City Council and the City of Artesia has been concentrating and doing tremendous improvements, particularly in the areas that need the most. North Artesia, doing all the alleys that used to be asphalt and very damaged. We're doing all of them in cement, brand new, that will have a lifespan of maybe 40 to 50 years. And the public will notice that. All the developments that we have in numbers, like 3 or 4 that are in progress right now. We have another 3 or 4 on planning. So there'll be a lot of changes in Artesia in the near future. And of course, we have that training station coming soon. That's all been approved. It's just a matter of going through the government protocol to get it going. Also, we have a substation, sub-police station right here on the old library, which is tremendously important because the citizens of Artesia don't need to go to Lakewood to get a police report. And they have the offices here locally where they develop a friendship and rapport with the citizens, with the school kids, that would generally benefit the Artesian people a great deal.
Well, Mayor Lima, thank you again for coming to us and speaking to us. All I can say is congratulations. Keep on doing the great, fantastic job you do. And I don't know, I understand now the helicopter now is over above us. They're going to land, so let's see the enjoyment.
Well, thank you so much. You're the best, and the Portuguese community here is the best, and we can always count on them to keep things clean and in order.
Okay, we happen to be over here with the California Highway Patrol. We already had the opportunity to speak to a few law enforcements, and we happen to be over here with the California Highway Patrol. The Portuguese do have somebody also that works in Highway Patrol, but this gentleman over here, your name, sir?
Mine's John Van Drogt, Officer Van Drogt.
Mr. Van Drogt, can you tell us a little bit about what you do as far as the CHP here in the city of Artesia?
So, we as CHP we patrol the freeways, the 91 and the 605, and we help out with the city of Artesia. Any help any way we can. We'll go sheriff. We aid them with any kind of call they need us with, and help the citizens on their way on the freeway.
Is it I'm seeing that you're working in conjunction with the sheriff, so
Yes.
within the inter departments that you folks work together. How does that? Is that an easy thing for you folks to work?
Oh yes, we work along great side by side, and they help us out a lot on our freeway, and we help them out throughout the city. I'm actually I grew up in the city of Artesia, so it's good to be back home, and I love Artesia.
How long? When was it? If I may ask, a long time ago, just a few years ago.
No, my family's from Artesia. I have my grandparents were here. My mom was born here. I was born here, so that's why when I heard about the event today, I wanted to make sure I was here today to come back to my roots.
Is it something that the community come in and like to know a little bit about your folks or your job that you guys do as far as keeping the community safe or keeping, at least here, us in the Southern California safe in the greater Los Angeles area?
Yes, so we help out to the CHP. We handle all the traffic collisions on the 91 freeway here in the city of Artesia, along with Cerritos. We keep the traffic flowing for commerce to go through the city of Artesia, along with any assistance to the sheriff department that we can if they need our help.
Is Artesia a friendly community that you were born here, you lived over here, you have family, but is it a friendly community for you to be in?
Absolutely. I grew up in Artesia, like I said. It's always been a great city, and it's good to be back.
Well, thank you, Mr. Van Drogt. Where's the name come from as far as Dutch?
Dutch heritage, yes.
So you have quite a bit of history between the Dutch and the Portuguese.
Yes. My family's from the De Vries family here in Artesia.
Again, thanks for talking to us. Keep us safe, and congratulations for being a first responder.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate the interview.
We happen to be over here with the Department of Mental Health booth. We have a few of these ladies that we're going to talk to. Your name?
My name is Sunmin Lee.
And tell, I'm sorry, your first,
Lee, L-E-E.
Miss Lee, can you tell us about what you represent here as far as your booth is concerned?
We are LA County Department of Mental Health, and we are just a resource about the mental health for community members. So Korean or English or Spanish, Espanol we are have to, or Chinese or Japanese, we have the many two things language. So if you're interested in the mental health, we are providing the free workshop, 13 topics and all the other topics.
So this is, you're representing what, actually the Los Angeles County?
Yes, the Los Angeles County.
And is it something that you go through the communities and let the communities know that you folks exist and ready to help people?
Yes, many too needed to help because after COVID-19 we are many to resource about the mental health for family or some schools. Yes, so there are many stress and anxiety and depression, or some people self-harm. So, and then some illness for mental illness, schizophrenia, yes. So there needed to resource of the mental health clinician or therapy and psychiatrist, yes.
Tell us if somebody wanted to get in touch with you, as far as your department is concerned, how would people be able to contact you?
Many.
It's through the phone or through the internet. In other words, what is the best way to contact you?
We are LA County Department of Mental Health have to contact the internet or website, and or we are some promoter. We have the promoters. So promoters contact the number or coordinate the number. Yes, everything's contact information.
You mentioned that you are involved with the community, as you said, the Asian community, but you're involved with every community in LA County.
Yes, yes. So yes.
And your colleague over here, what is your name?
Benny.
Manny what?
Benny Munguia.
And you're Hispanic?
Yes.
From where?
For the community, for the speak Spanish, I bring a class for the community. I will support for the information. I don't. You want somebody tell? You want a class? You want resort for the community? I bring for the community.
Thank you. Thank you. And now I do have to ask you, since you mentioned immediately that you don't speak that good English, but you do. Your English is very good.
Yeah.
Yes. And where are you from?
I'm from Korea, South Korea.
South Korea.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for both of you to talk to us. I know that mental health is not something easy. Keep up what you're doing, and God bless you both and everybody else that works for the Department of Mental Health.
Oh yes, okay. And yeah, thank you, appreciate, and very exciting, interesting. I'm so sorry, interesting. This interview is very, thank you, appreciating.